Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, we'll keep it within the NFC for this game. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
Please welcome your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And away we go at the link. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
What's cool about Jordan's story too, Kate, is he's officially moved beyond the story of how his career began, of sitting and waiting for his opportunity to shine. Now we just get to celebrate all these shining moments, showing off the talent that he's got. You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Kicks the handoff, now Love. This is complete. It's Matthew Golden. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Green Bay.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
And the Packer first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd and 8. That's Reed on a slant. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. They'll send him over right. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
They'll go from the gun with Wilson. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Into the hands of Romeo Dobbs. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Jacobs. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So here are the Eagles now for their first drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion. Now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot. That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Not the biggest gain, but exactly what they needed. Just get the first down and keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Dotson now in motion right. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Kid, it really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. The gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He's running for it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
That's good for another Eagles.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down, run with Barkley. Juke the defender. Next snap coming inside the red zone, Brock. He picks up 9 on the play.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Second and inches at the 12-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. They go to Barkley again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Third and just 2 to go. Going for the first, it's Dillon. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
He's keeping it, he's going for it. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal. That big fourth down call is how we close out our first quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and excited to start the second. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Now pitch it to Barkley. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. They made it 3 yards on the tote. It'll bring up second down.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, it leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
They'll motion Smith left. On second down, here's Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start.
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown.
Previous play is under review.
Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
So the celebration can resume on that sideline. The touchdown stands. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles who want up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
First down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
Love now, off the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 16 yards.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
Golden motioning left. Play fake, it's Love. Finds his man, it's Kraft. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. The both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Handoff running left, Jacobs. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up third down.
That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Love out of the shotgun. Got his man, it's Golden. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Here's Jacobs again on 2nd down. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Love. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They'll run, Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Love from the gun. Luke Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Oh, you hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
From the 14 after that sack, tough 3rd and goal coming up. There's Love to throw. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. Jaden Reed, the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Packers push their lead to 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Option play, they give it to Barkley. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
For an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10, here's Hurts. And he can't escape, the Packers drop him! And the big play drives them backwards, second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Gonna need something special here. Second and 20 following the sack. Trying again following the sack. Throwing the out route complete. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
A gain of 12 brings up third down and 8.
It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. It's the Eagles, needing 8 on third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass complete to Goddard. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. A nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
You know, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
Short pass brought in, and he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and that's a Philadelphia first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And again, here's Hurts. And his perfect quick start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Hurts throwing again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Hurts yet again. Leaves this one for the back of the end zone. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. Elliott connects there, and it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Nixon now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And we're down inside 50 seconds to play. Enough time to at least get into field goal range. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love finds him over the middle. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Here's Love. Pass caught out right by Golden. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Love's pass complete to Matthew Golden. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Third and 4 coming up now. Looking to throw. Lobbing this into the end zone. And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our second half. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. And they could take control in the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Dukes out a one-stop. They can't stop him. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. There's another carry for Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Hurts now from the gun. Caught by Dotson on the slant. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They put a receiver in motion here left. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Barkley off the pistol give. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Throwing here hurts. This throw is caught. And he's brought down at the line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Barkley trying this up the gut. He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
This is maybe one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown! Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
17. Packers 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Out now runs the Packer offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Takes the handoff, now Love. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be Nick Sirianni going to have the officials look at this one again. He's throwing that challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
So the challenge ends up successful. He, in fact, did not get both feet in. This is incomplete. On 2nd down, Jacobs. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
He was brought down by Sidney Brown. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. To the air with Love. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
So 4th down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That one gains 7. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10.
Kate, I know you can see
40-yard
that
line.
smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
First down, and they go right back to it. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Stepping up, and he's going to run. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for an Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Setting him on the dive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
2nd and 6 now. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They put a receiver in motion right. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
From the pistol, Hurts. He's keeping it, and this one doesn't go far.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here's Barkley. The pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there, making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Gonna go with Barkley on the counter. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun here. Goddard makes the catch. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Dallas Goddard the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Got a good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
Packers 10.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Jukes one defender. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10. Love now to throw. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Love from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Love out of the shotgun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Stays in the pocket. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll start this series with an option left. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. On in is Barkley. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs. But not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's only a chip shot from the right hash. Elliott connects there, and that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you can call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Love. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. There's that slide at the end, Brock. Good decision-making there as he picks up close to 8 on that run.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 36. Finds him on the crossing route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. They picked up close to 4. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score.
He's got it inside the 10. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
McManus on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10.
Packers 17.
They recognize the situation they're in now. After that score, they're going to try to get it right back. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Who they play?
Brings up
Because at least he didn't go backwards.
At the Packers' 39-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's Dotson with a catch out right. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
That's good for an Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Eagles take a 3-possession lead.
Packers 17.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Nixon now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Jacobs gets it to start the drive. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Packers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 29. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love looking to pass. Has his man, it stops. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sack once again taking me to my backyard. Playing ball with the neighbors. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. That ball better come out. And when you're getting sacked as often as he is, you would think his timing would be a little better.
Trying again following the sack. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here's Love. Got his man. It's Golden. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Timeout taken by the Packers, their third and final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Loves to throw again. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Once more, it's Love. And he's got it! Touchdown, Green Bay! The Packers get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers cut the lead down to 10.
34. Packers 24.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And even after giving up the late touchdown, Brock, still a 2-score game, so you should expect them to be in that victory formation in just a few moments.
You should, but, you know, I just picture Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, the greats in this game, right, over the last few decades. You know, they grinded down every second, never took anything for granted. You got to finish it all the way down to double zeros. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So beneath a chorus of fly, Eagles fly. It's a win for the Eagles. And we know how rain can wreak havoc at any moment on a football field, but they didn't let that stop them today. They played their game, and as a result, they're leaving here with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.